Davis here, and welcome back to the shop. I'm hanging out with Brandon Walters yet again. And so, Brandon, what's your favorite product from Owner's Pride?
I think overall, if we've talked about it before, it's over-engineered, is probably EcoWash, and there's just too many ways it can be used. And it's a great problem to have, and you know, it's eliminated a lot of stock out of my business alone, which saves us money. And you know, I've given it to customers. I've used it on interiors, exteriors, windows, and it's just a great product without, you know, harming anything.
Yeah, I know personally, like EcoWash, when I was kind of, you know, freelancing, doing some different stuff, was doing some videos for Damon, checked out EcoWash, and like it kind of blew my mind because it seems too good to be true.
Yes, I mean, the first bottle I got, I remember it was like put a cap full in a 5-gallon, and I remember I talked to Damon, I believe, and he was like, "That's too much." And I'm like, "Yeah." And
well, it's one cap for every 2 gallons, but
yeah.
I think when you were like, "How much do I use?" And you're like, "I'm putting this much," and and it was.
I think it was like, what was it, in a foam cannon? Like I was putting like 1 to 4, and he's like, "Absolutely not, you're killing it."
Yeah.
You're wasting it. That's what he said. And I started using it for clay lube. I've used it for foam cannons. I use it on wheels. I mean, interiors, everything pretty much. And I'm trying to find stuff I can't use it on. And I haven't found one thing yet. So
yeah, and it's nice because it's a product that is a great go-to kind of Swiss Army knife. And like, yeah, we've got other products in the lineup that are a little bit more specific, but
it's the safest one, and that's
honestly what I reach for first. Like if I'm testing a tricky stain or a weird situation.
And that's the thing too. I didn't realize it does stains. It does pad cleaning. I mean, I was using another brand of just pad cleaners, and I was like, I can't get these pads clean. Well, then, you know, a fellow OP installer said, "Has anyone ever used a cap full of EcoWash for their pads?" And he showed us the video, and the next morning they were all spotless. So they have a capability to self-clean, I guess, what you can say. But
yeah,
it's
it's real crazy. If you take like a dirty bucket and like throw a cap of it in there and just like overnight, it'll actually like force the dirt to the side, almost like the kind of old oil and water don't mix kind of stuff. It's weird.
But yeah, I mean, there's been times where I've ran into problems with my interior cleaner, and it was just because the protectant or something was burned on one of the plastic pieces on the interior. And I remember I called, I think it was Damon, and he says, "I don't know." He says, "Try EcoWash," and EcoWash actually fixed it. I was just like, this thing is over-engineered.
Yeah. So you said you recommended a ton to your customers. Tell me about that. Is that something that you're doing as a promo? Or
in upstate New York, no one takes care of their vehicle. I mean, I'll have a few here and there who will absolutely take care of their vehicle. How they take care of it is bring it to me, which is great and all. But with every one of my coatings, I give an actual bottle of ceramic maintenance soap, which is EcoWash.
Yeah.
And I just tell them, you know, this is the stuff I prefer and recommend because you're not going to harm the coating. It's going to clean the coating. It's great lubricant. I mean, you can put it in a foam cannon, and you can't overuse it or
if you do over concentrate it, it's not going to cause you issues.
Yeah. And you know, and everyone I've talked to says, you know, it's too good to be true. Just don't drink it.
Yeah. You gotta.
Which we got to work with Damon on that because.
No, he was telling me he had a client that he had the promo bottle in there, comes running into the car on a hot day and like thought it was just like a free drink.
He smelled it, and that's the thing. It smells. I mean, I have every one of my customers come in, and they're like, "Oh, what soap is that? It smells awesome." And I'm like, "It's EcoWash. Just don't drink it."
Yeah, so definitely don't drink it. But yeah, EcoWash, it's kind of a staple in our lineup. It's what a lot of things on our care line are. You know, it's kind of centered around that. It's why we don't have a million different cleaners, because it just works.
Yeah, and like if you look at it, I'm not going to point out any other brands, but there's gallons of soap out there that are $100, $150, and I've used them, and they are great soaps. But the dilution ratio of EcoWash, I think that's what separates it. They're about similar in cleaning power and all this, but EcoWash is just more vulnerable with different stuff. And like I had a customer come in, and he requests EcoWash now, and I'll send him to the Owner's Pride site, and he has no problem paying the price, which it lasts forever. And that's the thing. Like, a little bit goes a long ways with that.
Yeah, which is a huge benefit. Yeah, we've got a customer here who's like, they have a very high sensitivity smell. They've gone to a bunch of other shops before, and they're like, I need to know what cleaner you're using. So like, we just told him, hey, I got this one. It's got a light scent. And he was super excited, and now he brings us a ton of vehicles.
And I think it gets overlooked that it's actually a rinseless wash.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, in upstate New York, I don't recommend it because it's very dirty and, it's dusty. But
sometimes you got to spray off a dirty car before you go to Rinseless.
And the thing about it is, like, I use them for car shows now. I said, I give you a bottle, dilute it down to whatever it says. It's like crazy numbers.
Quarter cap in the up to a liter spray bottle.
And I said, you don't need wax, you just need to clean it off. And you can use it for pad cleaning and pretty much anything in your lineup. If you're looking for anything and you have to guess or you don't have it, just go to EcoWash.
Oh, I have like a ton of customers that they're like, wait, you can use this on the interior?
Yeah.
And
I recommend it.
Because I'm like, it's the best carpet cleaner I've ever had. Like, I know my wife, she's like, hey, we're running low at the house, and like we use it around our house a ton now.
And I've used it on my shop floors, like just foam cannon, and it makes it smell great, and it cleans the floors just good as a heavy duty degreaser. So it's, it's definitely a staple in my shop, and it's funny because like if you look at my inventory, there's say 35 gallons of EcoWash, everything else is 5 or less, and I could probably knock that down to 1 barrel of EcoWash and go a long ways.
Oh yeah, no, and then the efficiency, I mean, like you said, and we kind of touched on a few times, like the dilution ratio on it's ridiculous. The 512 to 1 is wild. It lasts forever, makes your shop a lot more efficient. But yeah, no, I'm excited that you're here in town with us, and thanks for checking out the shop. Again, if you want to check out EcoWash, there's a link in the description. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, just want to say hi to Brandon, leave them down below, and of course subscribe. But we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.